Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. Today, this morning, as the sun rises on Father's Day, June 16th, 2019, the 10th day in Ordinary Time, the solemnity of the Holy Trinity. I went to Mass yesterday in Garyville, Louisiana at St. Hubert's Church. It's pretty full. All right, anyway, we have from 1961, Inver House. Green Plaid, Inver House Green Plaid. I think it's only sold in the United States these days, maybe Asia. Introduced, like I said, 1961 from a real distilling company. Inver House is a real company. They're owned by a Thai company, but anyway, aged 3 years, bottled in the United States, $11.99 for the liter bottle. Now, Johnny Neely told me that yesterday he got a 1,750 liter bottle, milliliter bottle. So I got the 1,000 milliliter. He got the 1,000 plus 750 milliliter bottle. And you know what he got it for? The big green plastic bottle? $9.99. So I can't get over that. He said, yeah, they must have been discontinuing it or something because he was shocked himself. I said, golly, that's the cheapest I've ever seen scotch. Now we're going up against Sir Malcolm Royal Club, imported Sir Malcolm Royal Club. You say, well, what's the non-royal club? You know, what about the regular Sir Malcolm? Well, there is no such thing as a non-royal club. This was introduced in 1967. Doesn't look like they ever changed the label for either one of these. Product of Scotland, soft and mellow. It's got medals that it probably never won. It's just, I'm trying to make it look like something. It's got a shield, a sheaf of grain, a key, a copper pot still, and a barrel, a crown, a unicorn, and a lion. Highest quality. Huh. For only $8.99. Well, now $9.99 a bottle, and you get the highest quality. That's good. It's amazing. A blend of 100% choice Scotch whiskeys, imported and bottled by the Sir Malcolm Company, Frankfort, Kentucky. The Sir Malcolm Company, 80 proof. They're both 80 proof, 40% alcohol. The Sir Malcolm Company, not familiar with them. I know there's another Sazerac plant in Frankfurt called Buffalo Trace. Well, you know, that's where it's bottled, at Buffalo Trace. Gives you the Sazerac.com website, the 1-866 number. I'm trying to look for an age statement. No. So it's probably the minimum 3 years. Can't say for sure, though. There's a code, guys, and it says 17269 0109. So was that the 269th day of 2017 at 1:09 p.m. or a.m.? Yeah, 1:09. Oh, wait. 9:20. I don't know. This is kind of rubbed off. 9:22. 9:22 a.m. Does it matter? No. That's where it was bottled, I'm sure. That's not the distillation date. All right, let's get this over with. That's an enthusiastic way. Let's get it over with. All right. We got bourbon coming up this week. That's why I want to get it over with. Okay. Now, what's the next scotch after Inver House in the tournament? Oh, well, now that you mention it, actually, I mentioned it, didn't I? It'll be Chivas Regal, the famous Chivas Regal. Chivas. the 12-year aged. After that, Johnny Walker Red Label. And then it's only going to go up unless I get something else cheap. All right. No, actually, I think the next blended Scotch whiskey I'm going to buy is going to be Grant's, because I kept talking about Grant's. I'm sick of talking about it. It's time to buy it. I know where to buy it. Let's look at these. The Sir Malcolm is lighter, I think. Yes. Typical alcohol eggs, I guess. Am I going to be able to tell them apart? I don't know, because I think they're so similar. It's like a wash. You know what I mean? Whatever one's cheaper, just buy it. Like, you might find Sir Malcolm in the big jug bottles, Inver House in the big jug bottles. You might find them cheap. You might have to pay too much. I don't know, but if I was buying either or, I would just shop price. I don't even know if these are sold in your area. Obviously, Inver House is sold in Georgia because John and Neely bought one. Inver House Green Plaid is not sold in my town. No. Sir Malcolm, yes. At Mathern's. Now, is it sold at Winn-Dixie? I don't remember. Maybe in the big bottle. Is it sold at Walmart? I don't think so. No, it's not. I think the only cheap Scotch they sell over there is Clan McGregor. I think so. They sell some off-brand Irish whiskeys, which are not private label. They're just oddball brands I've never heard of. I'd be curious to try them. They're really not that cheap. Oh, whoa. Can I interest you in some grain alcohol? Because that's what this smells like. You say, what about the rich peat and the smokiness and all those fine qualities that we always look for in Scotch? Yeah, they're not there. If you want to get a cheap Scotch that has those qualities, the smokiness and the peatiness and some rich flavor, get the 100 Pipers. Now, Inver House and Sir Malcolm, both from Sazerac. They were not started by Sazerac, I don't think, but that's who owns them now. There's a little waxiness, some sort of, what is this smell? Yeah, like a beeswax, and some sweet vegetable matter. I'm really not trying to make a joke, and I'm not trying to get cheap laughs, and I'm not trying to, because some people will do that. They'll do a video and they'll get some obviously cheap item, you know. But their video isn't really about reviewing it. It's just about putting it down and making fun of it and trying to score some cheap laughs. That's what I see. That's what I'm seeing with these. I mean, if you knew it was $7.99 a bottle and it was some Canadian whiskey or American blended whiskey or blended Scotch, and you knew it was cheap, and it was the minimum age requirement on it, like everything was the minimum specs that it could get away with without being disqualified for that class. Why are you making a video just to ridicule it? I mean, you knew it was bad anyway, or low quality anyway. So if you're not going to give it an honest review, why even buy it? Why even address it? Okay. It's like on Seinfeld, Jerry wanted to go see Plan 9 from Outer Space just to make fun of it. But he wasn't reviewing it and giving it a movie review. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to do that, to just ridicule it. But then the other people weren't interested in his commentary, so he got his feelings hurt because nobody was like feeding into his glib comments about the movie. So he was like, "You're ruining my fun." Well, this is not a review anyway. It's a taste challenge. But if I reviewed them, I wouldn't just be ripping on them. I mean, I might if it tasted bad, but I would, you know what I'm saying? I would bring it into a certain context of what it is. An inexpensive, or if you want to say cheap, if you want to say junky product. I mean, maybe it is, you know. I know somebody that said he used to enjoy Sir Malcolm. I work with him. He said, I used to like that one. J&B, he didn't like. Now, you know, J&B is twice the price, at least twice the price. I said, why you didn't like J&B? It made me humbuggish. I never heard that expression before. I said, what does that mean, humbuggish? Well, it made me want to fight somebody. I said, it made you want to fight somebody? Yeah, I'd be looking to fight somebody. Which to me is kind of nutty, but obviously, but so I wouldn't drink that either if that was the case. He said, but Sir Malcolm didn't affect him that way. I said, well, that's good. Of course, now he didn't drink at all. Sick with diabetes, about 61 years old. He said, but yeah, he said, it's a good thing I don't drink anymore. He said, I was getting in too much of a habit of it. You know what I'm saying? Like sort of a continuous loop drinking habit, you know, kind of ongoing every day. Now, the viewer might say, well, he was kind of like you, huh? Because it's 5:30 something, and here you are, 5:49. Yeah, but this is science. You know, this is, you know what I'm saying? This is done for very important reasons. This is to find out which cheap bottom shelf is better, if any one is better than the other, and if I can tell them apart. So far, it's very challenging. Now, did I describe smoke or peat in this other one? No, I didn't. Why? It ain't there. What do I pick up? Grain alcohol, grain sweetness, not really a honeycomb or that pungent waxy thing though. So they don't really smell the same. Okay. Which one smells better? I think the one here in my left hand has a nicer smell because that little waxy beeswax note adds to it. Now, neither one of these is like too terrific. It's not a bad aroma. Like if you smell it, you don't say, oh, it's so bad. You want that smell? Go get Ron Rio rum. I can't wait to do that in examinations if I can tolerate it. Another one that is pretty bad is the Bellows Club whiskey. It's strange because when I did the solo review, I thought it was really nice. But once I started putting it in play against other whiskeys, oh, and it's like each time I try it, it's worse than the previous time. Talk about something that breaks down rapidly. And some of these are like that. When they're bad, they're really bad. And each sampling is worse than the previous time. It doesn't get better. It just gets worse. It deteriorates. Now, the good ones, they'll get better every time. Like you'll find something new in it. Exciting and new. For instance, the 100 Pipers, one of the top selling whiskeys in India. Yeah, it has some quality to it. So you do a good job, Pernod Ricard, and it keeps getting better each time. Well, these are kind of like staying the same because they're not really bad and they're not really good. They're just kind of like neutral, really. So they're just kind of stuck in the middle. That's fine. You pay $8.99, $9.99, $10.99, $11.99 for 750 or a liter, and they're kind of so. Hey, you could live with that because when you're paying this kind of money, these low grade prices, you're mainly concerned if it's going to be horrible. So that if it turns out kind of so, you feel like you accomplished something. You know, about this super cheap whiskey and it's not terrible, so it's a victory. It's like you buy a super cheap beer and it's not terrible, it's a victory. Milwaukee's Best would be a good example. Is it the best? No, it's just a label. It's a brand been around since 1895, but it always stays the same. It never gets worse. It never presents any strange flavors or aromas. It's just a utilitarian beer. It's around here $16.99 a 30 pack, and it's tolerable. You know, it's okay. It's actually good, and it's really no worse than Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light, Michelob Ultra. It's no worse than those. I wouldn't say it's better. Now, some people will claim it's better. I wouldn't go that far. Now, are these better than your premium scotches? No. But then there's the rub right there. You can get the 100 Pipers, which is probably as good as the J&B, the Cuddy Sark, and those items. Not better than the Buchanan's. Now we don't want to get too ridiculous. The Buchanan 12-year, that's a good deal better than the 100 Pipers, but it doggone better be better. It had better be better, being that it's $35 a bottle. 32 on sale. Jeremy Vincent says, morning, Ron. Morning to you. Thanks for watching this video production. This one's sweet. It's like, sweet candy corn. You say, what about the peatiness? What about the Scottish tradition? Yeah, what about it? Where is it? It ain't here. Would people in Scotland even drink this? I don't know. Maybe that's why they send it over here. Oh, but they drink that Buckfast tonic wine. You say, yeah. Stumbling alcoholics, stumbling drunks. Okay, well, that might be your audience for this kind of product. If it was cheap enough in Scotland, they might buy it. I don't think the liquor prices in the United Kingdom are too cheap, though. Like, they're not like over here where it's like very low. I don't think you're going to get Scotch in London for $8.99. Edinburgh, well, whatever it is in British pounds, converted. This one has a little, like the tiniest little bit of peat and smoke. And it's so tiny and little that it's really, it's not worth mentioning. But it is there, and it has a little more character than the one to my left. So I'm thinking. Did I said I was going to do anything about it? I said I'm thinking. I know you're getting nervous. I think. Yeah. I think that one over there to my left could be your right. That one is the Inver House. Because Inver House has this kind of, if you want to use the term, which I think is correct and is apt, a pathetic grain alcohol presentation. Corn liquor. It's just like, it has a little harshness to it. They're talking about how fabulous it is. Oh, yeah, right. It's really fabulous. But just now I took a sip and I was feeling a lot of rubbing alcohol on the taste. Oh, this is close. It could end up being a tie. Last shot should have killed me. Pour me another drink. All right. But when you quit, you quit. But you always wish that you knew it was your last shot. All right. Unfortunately, in my case, it ain't going to be the last shot because look how much I've got left. Oh, no. 50% of this Royal Club. Why? Oh, 70% of this green Plaid. All right. Are these getting worse as I drink them down? Well, they're not getting better. I know that. I know that much. They haven't gotten better in taste challenges. Oh, no, 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 no. Going to be the death of me. Subject Zero said, you could use it to clean your car's engine. Guess I could. It's a tie. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and just say, oh, well, this one is just a little bit better. It's a washout. It is a washout. I'm telling you right now. I wouldn't recommend either one of these. I'm glad John and Neil paid $9.99 for that big, huge bottle because that's about what he got, $9.99 worth. Oh, why me? You say, I bet you feel that gentle warmth down in your chest. It's warm, but I wouldn't call it gentle. Oh, no, no, no. I saw a rabbit in my backyard yesterday. All right. Big rabbit. I said, look at this. Is this a hare? But they don't live out here. Big old rabbit. I tried planting ornamental cabbage, in the garden. Those rabbits stripped it clean. They laughed at that. They enjoyed it. Jeremy says, so don't buy either, right? Ha ha ha. You can buy them if you want, but I wouldn't. I mean, I bought them for the taste challenges. I mean, I just buy these curiosity pieces. People laugh at that and say, you buy all this stuff. I know, but you don't have to. You can just let me deal with it. So some people are like me, though. If somebody gets on the internet and talks about how bad something is, they got to buy it. They got to try it and say, let me see for myself. You'll see. Okay, so I'm going to say this is the Inver house, and I'm entirely not confident in that. But it is Inver house. I thought it had that little bit of, like I was talking about, kind of oddity. But, oh, no. If you just want grain alcohol, something that's not necessarily different from rubbing alcohol, get these two. It'll work, but ooh, let me get out of here. Oh, woo, save me, bourbon, save me, straight bourbon, save me, straight bourbon. Where do I go? Who do I turn to?